Hey everyone! Welcome back to the show. Today we're diving into something really special. It's about an amazing documentary film. This documentary tells the story of Yang Zhenning. You probably know his name from somewhere already. He's one of the greatest scientists ever! But this film shows more than just science. It shows his whole life journey from beginning. His struggles, his triumphs, his contributions too. So what exactly does this documentary cover? What secrets does it reveal about him? Today we explore every part of it carefully. Grab your favorite drink and get comfortable now. This is going to be a long journey. But trust me, it's worth every single minute. Are you ready to learn something amazing? Let's jump right in and start exploring. Here we go with the full story. The documentary opens with Yang's early years beautifully. He was born in 1922 in China. The country was going through difficult times then. His birthplace was Hefei in Anhui province there. His family was intellectual and highly educated always. Books and learning filled their home every day. Yang's father was Yang Wuji, a mathematics professor. He taught at Tsinghua University in Beijing. Young Yang grew up around brilliant academic minds. The film shows old family photos from childhood. Little Yang looking curious and bright even then. You can see intelligence in his young eyes. China was struggling with wars and poverty everywhere. But Yang's family prioritized education above all else. They believed knowledge was the path to success. Young Yang loved reading and asking questions constantly. His father encouraged his curiosity about everything around. This shaped his scientific mind very early. The documentary captures the atmosphere of that era. Old China with all its challenges and hopes. A young boy dreaming of understanding the universe. The film moves to Yang's university education next. He studied at Southwest Associated University during wartime. This was a temporary school created by war. 3 universities merged together during Japanese invasion then. Peking University, Tsinghua University, and Nankai University combined. They fled to southwestern China for safety. Life was extremely hard for students back then. They lived in poor conditions with little food. But the teaching quality remained excellent despite hardships. Yang studied physics under famous Chinese professors there. He showed exceptional talent in theoretical physics early. His professors recognized his brilliance and potential immediately. The documentary features stories from his classmates, too. They remember Yang as serious and focused always. He spent hours studying while others played. Despite the war raging around them every day, Yang and his peers kept learning and dreaming. Education was their hope for China's future prosperity. The film beautifully captures this difficult but inspiring time. Young people refusing to give up on learning. Building China's future through knowledge and determination. Then the documentary shows Yang's trip to America. In 1945, the war ended and opportunities opened. He won a scholarship to study abroad finally. He traveled to the University of Chicago for studies. This was one of the world's best physics programs. Top scientists and Nobel laureates taught there regularly. The film shows Yang's struggles in a new country. Everything was different: language, culture, food, customs. Adjusting to America wasn't easy at all. But Chicago had amazing physics professors teaching there. Enrico Fermi, the famous nuclear physicist, was there. Yang could learn from absolute legends of science. The documentary includes interviews with his American classmates. They remember Yang as quiet but incredibly smart. His mathematical abilities impressed everyone around him constantly. Yang worked extremely hard on his doctoral research. He chose theoretical physics as his specialty area. His dissertation showed his exceptional talent and creativity. The film shows him earning his PhD degree. A young Chinese man achieving success in America. His family back in China was proud. But Yang felt torn between two worlds then. America offered opportunities, but China needed him. This tension stayed with him for decades. The documentary spends significant time on his breakthrough. In the 1950s, Yang worked at Princeton. He collaborated with another brilliant physicist, Li Zhengdao. Together, they tackled a mysterious problem in physics. Scientists couldn't explain certain particle behavior patterns then. Something was wrong with existing theories completely. Yang and Li proposed a radical new idea. They suggested that parity wasn't always conserved naturally. This contradicted what everyone believed was true. The film explains this concept in simple terms. Parity means left-right symmetry in nature's laws. Scientists assumed nature treated both sides equally always. But Yang and Li said this wasn't true. In weak nuclear force, nature preferred one direction. This was shocking and revolutionary thinking back then. The documentary shows how they developed their theory. Late nights working on complex mathematical equations together. Checking and rechecking their calculations repeatedly for accuracy. Other physicists tested their predictions through experiments soon. The results proved Yang and Li were right. Nature really did violate parity in certain situations. In 1957, they won the Nobel Prize together. Yang was only 35 years old at the time. He became the first Chinese Nobel laureate ever. The film shows footage from the Nobel ceremony. Yang in his formal suit receiving the medal. A proud moment for him and China both. China celebrated this achievement with immense national pride. Finally, a Chinese person won science's highest honor. Yang brought glory to Chinese people everywhere worldwide. The documentary reveals Yang's personality through various stories. Colleagues describe him as intensely focused on work. Science was his passion and his life. Students talk about his teaching style in classes. He was demanding and expected excellence from everyone. But he was also patient with genuine learners. The film shows Yang could be stubborn sometimes. When he believed in something, he never gave up. This determination helped him succeed in research. He had strong opinions about physics and science. He wasn't afraid to challenge other scientists' ideas. Intellectual courage defined his approach to research always. But Yang also showed a softer side occasionally. He loved Chinese poetry and classical culture deeply. Science and art both mattered to him equally. The documentary features him reciting ancient Chinese poems. His love for Chinese heritage was profound. He carried China in his heart always. Colleagues also mention his complicated relationships with others. He could be difficult to work with sometimes. His perfectionism created tensions with some people occasionally. The film emphasizes Yang's love for his homeland, even living abroad for many decades long. He never forgot China or stopped caring. During the Cold War, relations were very difficult. China and America were enemies during those years. But Yang worked to build bridges between them. He visited China whenever possible despite political tensions. He wanted to help Chinese science develop faster. He trained young Chinese physicists visiting America too. The documentary shows his efforts to help China. He advised on building research programs and facilities. He recruited talented scientists to return home. In the 1970s, China opened up more slowly. Yang increased his visits and contributions there significantly. He became a bridge between Chinese and Western science. He raised funds for Chinese universities and institutes. He donated money and brought international attention too. China's science benefited greatly from his efforts. The film shows how much this meant to him. Helping China wasn't just duty but deep passion. His identity was Chinese despite living abroad. The documentary covers Yang's decision to return permanently. In 2003, he moved back to China. He wanted to spend his final years at home. He joined Tsinghua University as a professor there. At age 82, he still wanted to teach. His energy and dedication impressed everyone around him. The film shows him working with young students, sharing his knowledge and experience with new generations. Training China's future scientists was his final mission. Yang also worked on building research centers there. He helped establish the Tsinghua Center for Advanced Study. World-class physics research could happen in China now. The documentary shows his daily life in Beijing. Still reading, still thinking, still contributing to science. Age didn't slow down his mind at all. In 2015, Yang renounced his American citizenship officially. He became a Chinese citizen again after decades. This was deeply meaningful to him personally. The film also mentions his personal life briefly. His wife, Wang Fan, takes care of him. She supports his work and keeps him healthy. But the documentary keeps focus on his achievements. His science, his contributions, his legacy for China. That's what defines Yang Zhenning ultimately and completely. The documentary concludes with Yang's lasting impact worldwide. His scientific contributions changed physics fundamentally forever. Future generations will study his work always. But beyond science, he inspired millions of people. He showed that Chinese scientists could reach highest peaks. His success gave hope to young Chinese students. He helped build China's scientific research capabilities significantly. Training scientists, building programs, raising international standards everywhere. China's science today owes much to him. The film shows current students talking about him. They see Yang as a hero and inspiration. His story motivates them to pursue excellence. Yang's life bridged two worlds successfully and beautifully. East and West, tradition and modernity, old and new. He belonged to both China and world science. The documentary presents him as a complex figure. Not perfect, but great in many important ways. A human being who achieved extraordinary things through dedication. So that's what Yang Zhenning's documentary covers in detail. From childhood in war-torn China to Nobel Prize. From America back home to serve his country. It's a story about dedication to science in China. About overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness through hard work. Really an inspiring life journey for everyone. The film reminds us that one person can matter. One life can make enormous difference in the world. Yang Zhenning certainly did exactly that throughout his years. If you haven't watched this documentary yet, you should. It's beautifully made and deeply moving throughout. You'll learn and feel inspired by his story. Thanks so much for joining us on this journey. We covered a lot of ground today together. I hope you enjoyed learning about Yang's amazing life. Until next time, everyone, keep learning and stay curious. Remember that knowledge and dedication can change the world. Take care, friends. See you soon.